Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Annisa Siregar, and I'm from Group 10 in Accounting Information System, University of North Sumatra. Now I'll explain about Chapter 13, the Expenditure Cycle, Purchasing to Cash Disbursement. Expenditure cycle is a recurring set of business activities and related information processing operation associated with the purchase of and payment for goods and services. There are 4 basic expenditure cycles. 1. Ordering materials, supplies, and service. 2. Receiving materials, supplies, and services. 3. Approving supplier invoice. 4. Cash disbursement. Our main topic is major traits in the expenditure cycle and various control procedures for dealing with those traits. General issues throughout entire expenditure cycles. The first trait is inaccurate or invalid master data. The solutions are data processing integrity controls, restriction of access to master data, review of all changes to master data. The second trait is unauthorized disclosure of sensitive information. The solutions are access control and encryption. The third is loss or destruction of data. The solution is backup and disaster recovery procedures. The fourth is poor performance. The solution is managerial reports. The first activity in expenditure cycle is ordering activities. There are 7 traits in ordering activities. The first is stockouts and excess inventory. Solutions are use perpetual inventory system, barcoding or RFID tags, periodic physical counts. Next is purchasing item not needed. The solutions are perpetual inventory system, review and approval of purchase, and centralized purchasing functions. Next is purchasing at inflated prices. The solutions are price list, competitive bidding, review of purchase order, and budgets. Next is purchasing goods of inferior quality. The solutions are purchasing only from approved suppliers, review and approve of suppliers of new suppliers, holding purchasing manager responsible, and tracking monitoring product quality by supplier. Next is unreliable suppliers. The solutions are requiring supplier to possess quality certifications and collecting monitoring suppliers' delivery performance data. Next is purchasing from unauthorized suppliers. Solutions are maintain a list of approved suppliers, review and approve of purchase from new suppliers, and EDI, specific controls, access review or orders encryption policy. And next is kickbacks. The solutions are prohibit acceptance of gifts from suppliers, job rotation and mandatory vacations, requiring purchasing agents to disclose financials and personal interest in suppliers, and supplier audits. The second activities in expenditure cycle is receiving. There are 4 traits in receiving. The first is accepting unordered items. The solution is requiring existence of approved purchase order prior to accepting any delivery. Next is mistakes in counting. The solutions are don't inform receiving employees about quantity order, require receiving employees to sign receiving report, incentive, use of barcodes and RFID tags, configuration of the ERP system to flag discrepancies between received and ordered quantities that exceed tolerance threshold for investigations. Next is verifying receipt of service. The solutions are budgetary controls and audits. Next is theft of inventory. The solutions are restriction of physical access to inventory, documentation for all transfers of inventory between receive and inventory employees, periodical physical counts of inventory, segregation of duty, custody of inventory versus receiving. The third activities is approving supplier invoice. There are 2 traits in these activities. The first is error in supplier's invoice. Solutions are verification of invoice accuracy, requiring detailed receipt for procurement card purchase, ERS, and restriction of access to supplier master data. Next is mistakes in posting to account payable. The solutions are data entry edit controls, reconciliation of detailed account payable, record with general ledger control account. The last activities is the cash disbursement. There are 6 traits in cash disbursement. The first is failure to take advantage of discount for prompt payment. The solutions are filling of invoice by due date for discounts and cash flow budgets. Next is paying for items not received. Solutions are requiring that all suppliers' invoice be matched to supporting documents that are acknowledged by both receiving and inventory control. Budgets, requiring receipt for travel expenses, use of corporate credit cards for travel expenses, duplicate payments. The solutions are requiring a complete voucher package, policy to pay only from original copies, canceling all supporting documents when payment is made. Next is depth of cash. There are so many solutions in depth of cash. The solutions are access to EFT terminals, use dedicated computer and browser for online banking, separation of check writing function from accounts payable, and many more. Next is check alteration. The solutions are check protection machines, use of special inks and papers, positive pay arrangement with banks. And last is cash flow problems. The solution is cash flow budgets. So that's it, guys. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.